They're still working on that one. Mercer Lane.
Like 26 minutes.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. And like it, a little too small for what we're looking for. But keeping our options open. Hi y'all, this is So Blessed. Welcome to the Blessed Place. How y'all doing? Okay, many of you already know because you watched my previous video, but some of you may not know. So let's get down to the nitty and the gritty. So we closed our church, we packed up, moved to the ATL, and bought a house. Let's get down to the details. Okay, I was minding my own business, happy at both my jobs, happy at my church, happy in life. And here comes September 2018. Picture it, Labor Day weekend. So my husband and I, we talked about, where we wanted to spend Labor Day weekend. We got that, 4 or 5 day, we took an extra day off. So we got that 5 day, time off. And where do we want to spend it? Do we want to go see our family down south of Florida? Do we want to go to Georgia, see family? We decided to go see family in Georgia, specifically Rome, Georgia. We have a lot of Askew's in Rome, Georgia. So we go to Rome, Georgia for 5 days, visit family. And while we're there, we kind of explore after dinner one day. And my cousin says, let me show you all the neighborhood that we plan on moving to one day. So she shows us this massive, gorgeous home. And there's this realtor sign in the yard. And my husband says, baby, take a picture of that sign. And I said, like, why? Are you trying to perpetrate like we could afford this house? I mean, this house looked like it's about $500,000 house. I was like, you trying to perpetrate like I even said that aloud to him, and they all laughed. I was like, you trying to perpetrate like we could afford this house? He's like, just take the picture. Take a picture of the house. Let's fast forward. Wonderful vacation. We get back home. A couple of days later, my husband, mind you now, never in our 14 years of marriage at that time was there ever any discussion of moving to Georgia. Never. We get back home a couple of days later. My husband calls me. He's at work. He calls me and says, baby, send me that picture. And I say, why? You're trying to perpetrate again at work like we can afford this $500,000? Like y'all, look at this house we're going to get. He says, just send me the picture. I send him the picture of that, the realtor information. And my husband proceeds, unbeknownst to me, to call around and seek pre-approval for a home. He then tells me a couple of days later, baby, we got pre-approved for a home. And that's when I was like, You're serious? Still thinking, do you mean in 4 or 5 years? He's like, no, much sooner than that. Do you mean 2, 3 years? No, much sooner than that. He's like, no, more like 2, 3 months. Mind you, this is in September. I'm thinking about my daughter. I'm thinking about, January, no later than March of 2019. I'm floored at this time. Never once in our 30 years of friendship, 14 years of marriage, ever mentioned about having a desire to move to Georgia. We go through the loan process, we get approved, obviously, and we come to Georgia in Thanksgiving. So now this Thanksgiving weekend, and we decide, let's go look at some homes. Still not expecting to purchase a home. At least I'm not expecting to purchase a home until 2019. Maybe the mid part of 2019. Mind you, we had just signed our lease on our apartment, and the lease is not over until October 2019. No, August 2019. Okay, so Thanksgiving weekend we come to Georgia. I reach out to a realtor who's was absolutely amazing. And if you're going to ever buy in the Georgia area, especially the Atlanta area, please let me know. I have someone who will be awesome for you. Anyways, so I just reach out to, I go on Zillow, Zillow.com, and I reach out to a realtor and just so happen to get an awesome one. We come here Thanksgiving weekend and we look for homes, and we look at, homes already built, and we're finding that these homes that are already built are, costing about the same or more than brand new houses. And I couldn't figure that one out. Why houses already built are costing just as much or more than new houses. And so we thought, why should we pay for an older house, that's 10, 15, 20 years old when we could get a new one? So then I tell my realtor, let's look at new houses. And I'm going to insert, some footage in here of the process and some houses that we looked at. So my realtor just happened to come across this neighborhood. Specifically, we're in Rockmart. Rockmart is about 40 minutes northwest of Atlanta. So I get the possibility of going over to, take a 40-minute drive to Atlanta, but without being in the midst of Atlanta like this weekend, Super Bowl weekend. So glad I'm not. Came through Atlanta yesterday, Thursday, and wow, the traffic. Anyway, okay. So we look at some homes, and like I said, my realtor brings us to this neighborhood. We sit down and talk to the builders, and voila, before you know it, we got a home. And I had not anticipated getting something so quickly. I was not ready. I was not prepared. My mind was not prepared. Our finances was not prepared. We just were not prepared. But you know what? But we serve a God that is always prepared, because he is omniscient. He knows all. He knows the past, the present, and the future. So he was prepared. Anyways, so we put in the application and all that for the home, and we closed on our home on December 28th. December 27th, we packed up our apartment. My nephew, who's a truck driver, volunteered to drive our U-Haul from Sanford, Florida to Rockmart, Georgia. And we had family and friends, wonderful family and friends who came with us. There were 14 of us who took that trip on December 27th and came here and helped us move. We came here, we packed up, we came here. Y'all, let me tell y'all, side note, we packed up our apartment and had not even closed on the house. And I kept thinking, what if something happens during the closing? Because we had packed up everything, put it in the U-Haul, and the U-Haul was on its way here. And we had not even closed on our house yet. You talk about walking by faith and not by sight. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. So we get here that Friday morning, December 28th. We go to, we do our walkthrough, everything's all good. We do our closing, everything's all good. And a few hours later, our U-Haul arrives, and there's 14 of us, family and friends, who came here, stayed here for the entire weekend, and got the house together. I am so eternally grateful for love, for family and friends. So that's basically our story. Ever since December 28th, we have been back and forth to Florida every single weekend. What is that? Probably about 6 weekends, maybe. I think maybe about 5 to 6 weekends we've been back and forth, because Charles and I both were still working in Florida. Charles just finished his last day in Florida just 2 days ago, and he's found employment here. Long story with all of that, but found employment here, and he starts there in a few days. And we found a church home here, which our family's church, and we're just loving it. We're just, riding around, learning new places, discovering new things, still getting the house together. I just had my washer and dryer just delivered maybe 15 minutes ago. So we're still getting the house together, but it's pretty much done except for a few little things here or there. I even have a haul to show you all. I put my stuff up, my haul stuff in one place so that I can share with you all my first haul. And it's a thrift store haul. My first haul here in the new place, the new city, the new state. So you know what? I can make this video like 20-30 minutes long, telling you all the details. OMG. But we'll save it a little at a time because the journey was not as smooth as it sounded like it was. But God was in the mix, and he keeps on blessing me. Oh, he keeps on blessing me. Oh, I know I don't deserve all the good things that he's done, but he keeps right on. He keeps right on. He keeps right on blessing me. All right, you guys, that's our move-in story. There's so much more to share with you guys, but we ain't gonna put it all in one video. Like sometimes I tell my husband when he's preaching a sermon, baby, you can't put it all in one sermon. Save some for next Sunday. All right, you guys, love y'all. Y'all be blessed, and I will be back full-time making videos. Just know that I'm still back and forth to Florida until probably April or May, till I phase myself out of my 2 jobs there in Florida. Videos might not be as plentiful for the next couple of months, but I will try to keep you all informed. Okay, you guys, love y'all. Y'all be blessed. And let's talk in the comments. Got any questions? Ask, and maybe my next video, I'll answer the questions in the comments. Y'all be blessed. Okay, House Hunters Domestic. This is the first house. So, we're on to the next one. This one was a no, a little too small, but we're on to the next. Looking at more houses. I like the neighborhood. Okay, and that's house number 2 of the...
You know what? When you say so many things,
yes.
you get home later, you can't remember.
Exactly. Okay, this is another home right here. We really do like it. I haven't been filming inside the homes for several reasons. You know, some of the homes are still occupied by other people, and also if I do choose one, or when I do choose one, I kind of want it to be a surprise which one I chose and what the inside looks like. Okay, another option. So we've already been in once, but now we're doubling back, taking another. Hi y'all, this is So Blessed. Welcome to the Blessed Place. How y'all doing? Okay, some of you already know because you follow me on, oh wait, I said it in my last video.